improvement projects, you should follow this path. First you got define, then you got measure, then you analyze, then you improve, and then you gotta control your process. I know that you're on the grind. It's no good if you can't define the problem on hand. Call it out, grab your pens. Before you start to solve, make sure you understand. Go smarter, pull out your project charter. Keep your scope in check, no time to be a martyr. Side block, why not? Put one line of sight to your customers. Cyclops, translate for your boy with the VOC. It's VOG, it's better than saying he told me. First get your mind straight, approach it like a blind date. Get to know the problem a little before you try. Hey, form a team, you can call that. All I wanna know is where your squad at. Just define, don't attack, do a UNK. Bring it back, bring it back. Take it back to define where your charter at. Take it back to define where your starter facts. Take it back to define, let's make it smart, cast. Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back to define where your charter at. Take it back to define where your starter facts. Take it back to define, let's make it smart, cast. Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it. I'ma guess where you messed up, beta. Where the plan at, better check that data. I don't care if it's mini tab or theta, need to get on the same wavelength. Theta. Hold up, better cap that track back. Cause you said you don't even know where the map is at. So put a scratch back and hit them up. Watch the steps that they do and get them written up. If you got an SME you haven't hollered at, better pull a Gwen Stefani and holler back. Then you get to roll to the root cause. Look for things you haven't seen before, VUPA. Do away with all the noise, you gotta isolate the top 3 to 5 contributors to get it straight. If you got some quick wins, boo, don't you wait. They ready to roll, so storm the gates. Take it back, where your flow's at. Take it back, better go get. Take it back, ain't no data yet. Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back, where your flow's at. Take it back, better go get. Take it back, ain't no data yet. Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it. If you forget where you are, yo, I got you. Just think of me like Phantom of the Opera. Now we in the phase of solution generation. Mark all your charts with the new iteration. Before you go and change, man, you know you better have a really good change plan. Went too fast, that takes a toll. Now your process is out of control. Gotta take measures to protect the improvements you made and control your process. It's not sticking, bro. Who you kidding, yo? Bet you ain't even check your residuals. Go check again, better get it right. Control Charlie Bubba Sparks, get it right, get it tight. You can roll, yeah, you and a friend. Improve your process one time, do it again. Take it back to define where your charter at. Take it back to define where your starter facts. Take it back to define, let's make it smart, cast. Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back to define where your charter at. Take it back to define where your starter facts. Take it back to define, let's make it smart, cast. Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it. So now you've finished and you've set the bar higher than the original point, and you get to go back and do another process improvement project starting at define. Ah, see? Take it back to define. Get it?
back streets are broken, tokens of the past tolerated by hoping for a brighter tomorrow. Green grass syndrome, it's drought time so the lawns dry as a boat. Project a fantasy clip in another direction, quick to quench the thirst for a deeper connection. Eyes leap for a fleeting, we hold our breath and exhale with the current eddy on to the next. Steps remove dust, tread closer to something. The sky hangs low and I'm hoping it opens, cause I need it now more than ever to bring rain, to wash away the stain, bring a state of change. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Still trying to find a way to keep buzzing. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Keep on until the world starts rocking. I can see something, maybe it's a source of light. Can't fathom the edges of if it's wrong or right. Like I'm drowning, trying to find down a rope, and my body aches, wishing for the world to stop. I'm getting dizzy and sick. Nobody means what they speak. My life rough sprung a leak, face down in the path, scared of the death. Creatures of the deep looked at me and they wept. Dark eyes with the salty tears for all my fears. Be grateful for the little precious time you have here. Let go, float, reclaim my life from misstep to shipwreck all in one night. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Still trying to find a way to keep buzzing. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Past life path like domino mosaic. The beat keeps calling me back, there's no escape. So what's the cure for that? Nothing. There's too many toys for me to ever stop crushing. Be equipped, crippled, kryptonite. This flag bearers made an illuminati. People could try to trick you, they lie to themselves. They portray a false mask when they say it's for real. Is it arrogance, ignorance, mental disturbance? Either way, didn't think I deserved this. It's the closest thing I've got to a cure for this melody. It's a pen and a book full of rhymes, rescue remedy. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Still trying to find a way to keep buzzing. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Keep on until the world starts rocking. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Still trying to find a way to keep buzzing. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Keep on until the world starts rocking.
I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. Daenerys be the name, and I'm setting hearts aflame when I'm burning down these villages and freeing all the slaves. Wiz Khaleesi, have you bet my dragons? My brother tried to sell me to Khal Drogo, look what happened. A bit hot-headed with that molten golden crown. I stopped the Khalasar, so don't be messing with me now. Look my lover in the eye, winter's coming, so am I. I burned the witch alive, but took my son and husband's lives. But I survived so frisky, now these dragons have my back. Suitors are so frisky, and they always try to mac. Zara, Zoe, and Daxos had to lock him in a vault. Mend my way to Slaver's Bay, but it was not my fault. It was karmic retribution. There was no preparing them when Krasus tried to mess with the wrong Targaryen. I smarted him like Tyrion when I knew how Valyrian. These creatures on my shoulders, well, I think you should be fearing them. You are now watching the throne. I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. Dothraki, unsullied behind me, like I'm Illuminati. It's the mother of dragons with my gigantic army. We be marching to Marine, but no, we didn't come to party. Cause they crucified the slaves and put them on the cross. Sir Jorah, please get lost. I know you think I'm hot. My schedule's kinda busy, got no time for Perrier. White girl politicking, that's Daenerys Palin. From Dorne to the Stormlands, the north and beyond, to the Westlands and Essos, I'm keeping it strong. From the Crownlands to the Reach, you know I'm getting love. To the Riverlands and back because I've got that dragon blood. So follow Morghulis, I thought that you knew this, but dragons aren't people, you know we've been through this. I'm quick to burn a hater, no mercy damagers, smacking kings in the face like my name was Cersei Lannister. Burn, burn, yes you're gonna burn. 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 I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. I got dragon blood, yes you're gonna burn. I got dragon blood, yes you're gonna burn. I got dragon blood, yes you're gonna burn. Cause I'm always
This one's for every beautiful has-been. The loves of past, future, and my present, presented to me delicately pressed into a memory. I can feel the brush inside my mind, painting what one might look like lying on the sofa and another just plain lying, a previous me crying for lack of proper goodbye. And it's also for you, every person with has-beens. You who filed old emotional baggage into recycle or trash bins. Which one goes where? I guess it depends on where it ends, if it ends. If there was ever really a chance that it's the end of summer, but we can still be friends. My mind is a bit of a museum, art everywhere, you might stop and stare if you could see them. Lucky for me though, you probably never will. They're not exactly painful, but still. I've tried so many times to pry the parchment down with careful fingers, and that's when I see it. Tiny cracks in the artwork, the starts of tears, so I leave it. It's fitting for a haunted house to have art that's beautifully tragic. If Scooby-Doo and crew rolled through my mind, I'd like to think they'd find themselves enthralled by the magic. Long before they ever saw the ghoul behind the facade, working my heartstrings and brain synapses at the same synchronized, methodical, odd pace. Hoping to get at me, bring it all back and see. If now is tragedy, past is my majesty. If it still matters to be in the presence of clouds of perfume that could make up the essence of tears, fears, trust, and lust. Beers, jeers, dust, and fluff that could fill in the gaps of my story as I heard it. Pad all the parts that aren't perfect, to blur the worst and cover the worthless, to blot out the parts that I once found disturbing. Convince me the past is uncomforting. Heaven resign my own mind to be forcibly sentenced to wallow inside of the trap of resentment and drag all my effort away from the present.
Ups and downs and ins and outs, I come back here less. The smiles or frowns or brand new towns whenever I need rest. I know there's a velvet room with paintings
Charging
to my
battery.
left, and a box with slivered pieces of the love from in my chest. Ups and downs and ins and outs, I come back here less. But smiles or frowns or brand new towns whenever I need rest. I know there's a velvet room with paintings to my left, and a box with slivered pieces of the love from in my chest.
I think there's a value in appreciation without longing, fondly recalling what you did last
Charging
summer without
battery.
needing to check your Instagram. You each played a role, a painting in a gallery, a crucial thread in the tapestry. Sometimes we part ways with the silence of the last few grains of sand passing through an hourglass. Other times, it's with the screeching brakes too slow to prevent a crash. Each footprint in the path, each with the same promise of being the last. Me, I've learned to glance back and gently laugh, or at least give a knowing smile. Because love is all mistakes and perfection in equal parts. And if I've ever seen one, love is a work of art.
Girl, I see a lot more faithful days when I catch a glimpse of your face.
You're the silver lining to every mistake that I might do. I dreamt about a goddess and she looked just like you, yeah.
My head spin and my heart race when your lips whisper my name.
How'd she crack the code? How'd you get the best of me? Others took small pieces, but you got the whole damn rest of me. Blessed to be where I am, just admiring my destiny. Embrace the partial death of me when single me is rest in peace. Your hair, stare, style, flare, nose, eyes, thighs. But what? Don't get me started on why I love you so much. Your mind, kindness, insight, and intellect to heal or cut. You laugh at all my jokes, you cuddle close, must be the one.
I see a lot more faithful days when I catch a glimpse of your face. My head spin and my heart race when your lips whisper my name.
Let's make some plans, baby, or keep it casual. Whatever you're leaning towards, I'm with it, sounds magical. I'm all yours. My heart's on Adderall, laser focused beats attention on you like a matador. The love I can't ignore, a kid in a candy store. I'm sugar high and I can't keep my hands out of yours. Love has no manual and very few rules. Besides that, I stop tickling whenever you go and call a truce. We live in a choosy universe and you still chose me. Fascinated one another and that's what gives me hope. See, I've seen relationships all born out of necessity. Tragic people coupled up purely cause they were lonely. You're not You're an extra bonus heart I didn't know someone could have. It's like the space up in my chest turned into a nest up in the stars and made enough room to snuggle us up as a couple of starstruck larks. That's kinda beautiful, ain't it? Let's go and frame it. My fine art skills are crappy, so I have to use my words to paint it. I hope I've illustrated, even in the smallest bit, how much I love you, and when I say it, babe, I mean it. I really mean it, not just when it's convenient. With you, I've got an LQ that's bordering on genius. My Venus, my queen, yes, visions of you scenic. You're all I need, babe.
Go bonkers. You put dope on dope papa dippers. We live this, we don't even think. Go bonkers. Go bonkers. Kenny, swag, sipping on a sag. Chillin' with the centerfold from the Scotch mat. She said she want that, I told her put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. Go bonkers. Girls, close the doors. Up, down, get that on the floor. Go bonkers. Go bonkers. I'm just a fly guy, living such a fly guy lifestyle. Girls gone wild, looking right for the limelight. In the nightlight, all these girls looking real fine. Their eyes on me, got their heart beating double time. Ladies on the bar, more drinks on the way.
Party like a rock star, 'cause that's the only way.
We smoke, we drink, we live this, we don't even think.
Go bonkers. Go bonkers. Fast life, rose no ice. Full speed, only one life. Go bonkers. Bring us a rock, chicken from the bottle like a cup. Till the sun come up, partying 'cause we don't give up. 'Cause the club don't stop rocking, we don't pan and stopping, and big tunes just dropping, and bottle just popping, and never stop topping at all. 'Cause we party like a rock star. Go bonkers. You put dope on dope papa dippers.
We smoke, we drink, we live this, we don't even think.
Go bonkers. Go bonkers. Kenny, swag, sipping on a sag. Chillin' with the centerfold from the Scotch mat. She said she want that, I told her put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag. Go bonkers.
Yo, this song goes out to my Princess Peaches. Y'all know who you are. Yo, 1 year later, more better and more clever. Love for games is like diamonds, go on forever. Skipping and hopping it, my knowledge going and dropping it. It auto shift my soul, so I don't never be stopping it. I slow it down